We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Hancock-Whitney Stadium in Mobile, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Dukes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Making side adjustments here. The give from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on first down. Extending the play. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Steps away to find some room. Got a man. It's Tees. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Trying to beat him to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3 yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15 yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Clay. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
With the run on 1st and 10. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to win.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Slithers into space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on 3rd down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the 1st.
And the Dukes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do in short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. For just 1 more yard, it's 2nd and goal. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Time of Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Tees. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it up at 40.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. One of those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Here's a hit. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He'll try to pop the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30, he's got away. There he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed That was a perfectly executed play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab outside. Finds some room. And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, South Alabama. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Offense gets set for second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Dukes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a lightning fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Dukes have their offense in high gear. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's power. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Got him downfield. Powers through. Touchdown, Dukes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Hampton. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, who says you can't run in the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking on the move.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. The short hands. It's play. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Keys. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Yeah, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Works the middle of the field.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they're going to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. I know it's not a big game, but it makes life really easy on that second down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The snap sets up the throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Dukes decide to punt it away.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the third play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the run, deep down the right side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Jaguars! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it. And he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball play. To the air, it's Nelson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Wants to fire on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, South Alabama. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain in the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Powell. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The Dukes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up for it.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Buys a little extra time. That's reeled in. It's Powell.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. We got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the air. It's Nelson. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Powell. Turning it on. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Dukes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the number. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the right. It's picked up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Jaguars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Jaguars send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's at this point of the game you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
To the air, it's Nelson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, James Madison. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. They're trailing by 12 to UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Buying some time. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Now sliding to his left. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet.
Well, that's one the defense has just got to come up with. They weren't able to get to the QB in the pocket. They allowed him to get out. He extends the play that just couldn't cover long enough in the back end. That is disappointing.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Buys a little time with his feet. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dukes. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they get the fumble back, but time is still dwindling away. They got to get it going.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it. Make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, James Madison. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Forced out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it. A touchdown. Probably with aggressive, but still a silver. Albeit very slight.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On the direct snap, it's Clay. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, this is a story we see every